Hi students, in this video we are going to solve second problem. It's from your textbook. So second problem is, from the following trial balance and adjustments given below, you are recorded to prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2019 and balance sheet as on that date in the books of Shilpa and Katrina. So these are the two partners, Shilpa and Katrina. So using this trial balance, we need to prepare trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. So now we'll see the entries. What are the entries in the trial balance? So first entries in a debit side in a trial balance: land and building, furniture, sundry debtors. So stock. These are 2019, 31st March 2019 is a last date. So this is the beginning, 1st April 2018 year beginning. So that's the opening stock. Bad debts. So whenever bad debts given in the table, we need to consider that is a old bad debts, and if it is there in the adjustments, that is a new one. So printing and stationery, wages, salaries, carriage inward, sales return, drawings of Shilpa and Katrina, discount, advance given to Shahrukh, cash in hand, cash at bank, interest, commission, royalties, purchases, and this side capital Shilpa Katrina, and bills payable, bank overdraft, purchases, returns, sundry creditors, bank loan, interest received, and reserved for doubtful debt and sales. So adjustments as always, second effect. Second effects, adjustments. The first one is, the stock in hand was valued at rupees 58,000 on 31st March 2019. Stock is how much? 58,000. And outstanding expenses, royalties 1,500 and wages is 800 rupees. Okay. So we have adjustments for sundry debtors and salaries. Salaries paid in advance to staff members 2,000 rupees in advance. So this is also one adjustment, salaries. And next is, create a provision for bad debts rupees 1,000 and reserve for doubtful debts. This one. This we have to consider old, and reserve for doubtful debts, this is new one. New reserve for doubtful debts. Sundry on a 3% on sundry debtors. And next is, depreciated land and building by 5% and furniture by 10%. So for the land and building how much? 5%, and for furniture is a 10%. Furniture 10%, we need to calculate on furniture. So outstanding expenses on royalties 1,500 and wages rupees 800. Outstanding expenses, that is 1st April to 31st March financial year, it will start. Between amount payment not done, particular expenses need to be covered, like royalties, related products, we are getting this amount, outstanding expenses. This is the payment not done between the financial year, outstanding expenses. Salaries paid in advance to staff 2,000 rupees. So this salary is already paid to the staff members Liquor service not yet taken but salary given in advance. Already paid in advance. So it become an asset for the balance sheet. This entry will pass in the asset side because already paid as salaries. So that will come in the asset side. So salaries, that adjustment we need to pass in the balance sheet. 5,000 rupees salary, but already 2,000 rupees salary already paid in advance. So next is bad debts. Bad debts means it's already lost. This amount is not going to come in business. It's already lost. And at the same time in a reserve doubtful debt. This is already confirmed that this amount is also not coming in a business. These are the losses. RDD, reserve for doubtful debt, and bad debts. So old bad debts, this already in a loss in a P&L account. So while calculating financial end of the year, we'll calculate a P&L account. So we already know that this amount is already in a loss. And new bad debts also. New bad debts also loss for the company, for the business. This is also, we already know that this is the loss. And bad debts, this is also old RDD, that amount said and kept. RDDs. Reserve for doubtful debts, 3% on sundry debtors. This amount we reserved for savings. So next entry is carriage inward. Carriage inward will come in a trading account. If it is a carriage outward, will come in P&L account. So carriage inward in a trading account. If it is carriage outward, it will come in a P&L account. So bills payable, capital distributed to both partners, and purchase returns, and creditors, bank loan, interest received, and we studied this one RDD also, and sales. Now we will see the entry of bank overdraft. So overdraft means if the person withdraw more amount than his balance, this facility is given by the bank. When this facility will provide by the bank, if the person mortgage his property, then he can get this facility from the bank. He can withdraw more amount than his balance. So before starting the problem, solving the problems, make it ready the table. So in the books of Shilpa and Katrina, trading profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2019. So debit side and credit side, particulars, inner column and outer column, and credit side, particulars, inner column and outer column. So you have to complete the steps of trading account till here, and profit and loss account you have to calculate in a same page. So some students I have observed that they are passing entries next page. Don't do that mistake please, because you have to complete the trading account and P&L account in a same page. Don't make it in this page and again next page, don't make it. So you have to complete in the same page. Trading account and P&L account. Then balance sheet. So balance sheet also you have to complete it in a one page. If you transfer the entry in a next page, so while checking, so it will be the problematic. So that's why complete it in a one page. So trading account and P&L account in a one page. We are going to complete it. Okay. So this is the table for the trading account and the P&L account. So first entry is opening stock. Opening stock is how much? 65,000. To opening stock 65,000. And what is the closing stock? 58,000. Closing stock is 58,000. So I entered here by closing stock 58,000. So in a always sales should come in a trading account first entry. So sales is 1,20,000. Sales is 1,20,000 minus sales returns. This amount. Sales return is how much? 2,000. So 1,20,000 minus 2,000 is, so it become a 1,18,000. Sales minus sales return, we got the amount of 1,18,000, and closing stock it is a 58,000. And purchase. To purchase amount how much? See here, purchase amount is 50,000. Purchase 50,000 and purchase return is 1,480 rupees. So 50,000 purchase and less purchase return 1,480. So we got it after doing the subtraction less. So 4,88,520 rupees. And next entry is wages. So next entry is wages. It is 3,000. So in the adjustments we have outstanding expenses of wages. So royalty is 1,500 and wages is 800 rupees. So we are going to outstanding wages. We are going to add in a trading account. That is how much? 800 rupees. So to wages plus outstanding wages, that is 800 rupees. So it become 3,000 plus 800 is 3,800. Next is royalties. Royalties amount is 2,000. So royalties amount is 2,000 we entered, and there is a adjustment for the royalties. So that is 1,500 rupees. That is 1,500 rupees we are adding with the royalties. Outstanding expenses we are adding with the two royalties. That is how much? 1,500 rupees. So 2,000 plus 1,500 it becomes a 3,500. So to carriage inward. Next entry is carriage inward. So next entry is carriage inward, that is a 4,000 rupees. Carriage inward is 4,000 rupees. So if it is a carriage inward, it will come in a trading account. If it is a carriage outward, it will go in a P&L account. P&L account, debit side, and in here debit side of a trading account, carriage inward. So that is a 4,000 rupees. So these are the entries we passed in a trading account. After that we need to total this amount, 1,18,000 plus 58,000, it becomes a 1,76,000. Both sides we are tallying 1,76,000, and in 1,76,000 these amounts we are less, making it less. 65,000, 4,88,520 and 3,800 plus 3,500, 4,000. After deducting this amount in 1,76,000 in a balanced amount, we got 51,000 balance left. So 51,180 rupees we carried from here. So that becomes a gross profit. So we got a gross profit of 51,180 rupees. This gross profit will carry in a P&L account of credit side. So by gross profit brought down 51,180 rupees. Now we'll see the entries of balance sheet. In a balance sheet, after leaving 10 lines, enter closing stock. That is, closing stock amount is 58,000. That amount also we added in the trading account. Trading account 58,000. So in a balance sheet also, after leaving 10 lines, write the closing stock. So this entry is closed. So you no need to look for the other entries. So that's why calculate in a trading account, P&L account, what are the entries or adjustments are coming, and in a balance sheet entries are coming. Do the entries so that you can save your time. So outstanding expenses in a balance sheet, that is liability side, and this you already know that this is a loss for the business. These entries, outstanding wages and outstanding royalties, were entered in a trading account also. Trading account. So these entries will come here also. That is wages is 800 rupees and royalties is 1500. So altogether it becomes 2300 rupees. So next adjustment is salaries paid in advance to staff members 2000. Salaries already paid of 2000 rupees. So this will come in a P&L account. Two salaries 5000 in a column. Advance salary paid already without taking the services, that will go in a balance sheet. That become assets for the business. So 5000 minus 2000, it become a 3000 rupees. 3000 rupees. Then bad debts. So bad debts word is 400 rupees and add new bad debts, that is 1000 rupees. New bad debts, that is 1000 rupees. Add new bad debts 1000 rupees. Then reserve for doubtful debt. Reserve for doubtful debt on sundry creditors. 3% on sundry debitors. So before calculating new RDD in a P&L account, we'll look first in a balance sheet. So in a balance sheet, sundry debtors, how much advance salary paid. So this salary is already in a 5000 rupees. Already advance salary is how much? 2000 rupees. 2000 rupees. This amount will go in a asset side of the balance sheet. So that is a advance salary, how much paid? 2000 rupees. And sundry debtors. Sundry debtors amount is how much? It is a 40,000. Sundry debtors amount is 40,000 minus new bad debts. We need to minus the new bad debts. How much? 1000 rupees. So after deducting the amount bad debts in a sundry debtors, so we got it 39,000 rupees. So minus new RDD. Reserve for doubtful debts, 3% on sundry debtors. So sundry debtors amount is 40,000. So we got 39,000 after deducting. So I calculated here. So 39,000 into 3 divided by 100, we got how much? 1170 rupees. 39,000 minus 170 rupees deduct. Then we got 37,830 rupees. So this amount will come here, 37,830 rupees. So new RDD, how much we got it? 1170 rupees. That will take it here. This here, 1170 rupees. After adding all these amounts, bad debts, add bad debts, old one first and new bad debts and new RDD. So we got 2570. Now we are going to less the new RDD. Old RDD. Old RDD, how much amount? 1000 rupees. 1000 rupees we are deducting. So after deducting, how much we got it? 1570 rupees. So new RDD. So less. After less the new RDD, we got 1570 rupees. So next adjustment is depreciated land and building by 5% and furniture by 10%. This entry will go in a asset side of the balance sheet. So land and building, how much? What is the amount? 37,800. For the adjustment, how much? It is a 5%. So land and building is a 37,800. So I don't know calculation here. That is, so the land and building 37,800 into 5 divided by 100. So you got a 1,890 rupees. 1,890 rupees. So we are deducting amount in a 37,800. So we got it 35,910. So land and building we entered here. So working note is here. So I'll send you again while sending this problem. Working note, and like this I calculated. And next is a furniture. Furniture amount is how much? It is 17,250 rupees. 17,250 rupees. How much percentage? 10%. So after doing the percentage, we got 1,725 rupees. Then after deducting 17,250 rupees, we got 15,525. So furniture, this is a 1,725 is the depreciation. So after deducting in the furniture amount, total amount, so we got 15,525. This depreciation amount will pass in a P&L account. Here P&L account, debit side. So depreciation amount of the land and building is a 1,890 rupees. 1,890 rupees, and furniture amount that is a 1,725 rupees. We transfer into depreciation in P&L account. So we already know that this is the expenses for the business. So 1,725 after doing the balance sheet in a final account, then we came to know that this is a loss of the indirect expenses of the business. So we sort through all the adjustments, the P&L account and balance sheet, what are the entries are coming, we enter through adjustments, and now we'll post all the entries, which are the entries are coming, that directly we'll post in a P&L account and balance sheet. So in a balance sheet, cash in hand, it is a 20,000. Directly put an amount in a outer column. And cash at bank, it is amount 8,000, and advance salary given to Shahrukh, that is 10,000. So we entered in a balance sheet of the asset side. So now we'll see the liability side, what are the entries are coming. So liability side, capital account. So Shilpa's closing opening stock is 45,000, and Katrina opening stock is 45,000, and Shilpa and Katrina withdraw amount. How much they withdraw amount? Shilpa withdraw amount 2,000 rupees and Katrina 3,000 rupees. They withdraw the amount already, 2,000 rupees and 3,000 rupees. So land and building depreciation we passed here. Next is what are the indirect expenses for the P&L account, which is printing and stationery. Printing and stationery, how much? It is a 4,000. We transferred here printing and stationery 4,000. And next is to discount. To discount amount is 2,030 rupees. To discount amount is 2,030 rupees. By interest, interest is how much? 1,000 rupees. Interest 1,000 rupees. And commission is how much? This is a 2,000 rupees. So altogether we need to calculate this full amount, total both sides. So here it is a by interest received. It is 1,500 rupees. So after totaling this amount, we got a 52,680 rupees. So after deducting these all amount, we got a 35,465. 35,465 we need to distribute equally to both partners. 35,465, this amount we need to distribute to both partners, that Shilpa and Katrina. So we distributed 35,465 divided by 2 we got a 17,732 rupees for the Shilpa, and Katrina 17,733 rupees for the Katrina. Next, this net profit will transfer to capital account in a balance sheet. Capital account, balance sheet. So opening stock, Shilpa's opening stock is 45,000, and we'll add this net profit to capital account. That is how much? Shilpa's is 17,732. And Katrina's how much? It is 17,733 rupees. So after transferring a capital account to net profit to capital account, then we are left with bills payable 17,500 rupees, and bank overdraft, it is 10,000. So bank overdraft is 10,000, and sundry creditors is 22,000, and bank loan is 15,000. So after passing these all entries, we are completed all the entries in a balance sheet and a P&L account. So we are doing the total amount, that is 1,87,265 and 1,87,265. Both side amount is coming equally. So both side amounts are coming same, 1,87,265 and 1,87,265. So this is balancing in a both side, liability side and a asset side. If the both amounts are coming equally, then the problem is correct. You can check like this. So this both total amount should come, both side entry should come equally. So we completed the problem. First we need to check the adjustments, and usually all the adjustments will come in a second effect. It will come in a balance sheet also and P&L account also. And then we need to adjust with a particular amount in a table. Then always bad debts is in a table, it is a old, adjustment it is a new one, and RDD also same. Here it is in a table, it is a old, and in a adjustment it will become a new one. And then first we need to calculate with the first we need to start with the opening stock and closing stock. That closing stock will come in a balance sheet also. Then purchases and purchase return, sales return, and wages and outstanding wages. These adjustments are given in the problem. Those we need to adjust with a particular amount entry. Then we'll get a gross profit. So after getting a gross profit, so this gross profit will transfer in a P&L account. Then what are the indirect expenses are coming? Those entries will come in a debit side of a P&L account. And what are the indirect incomes are coming? Those are coming in a credit side of the P&L account. So while calculating a depreciation, first we'll calculate here in a balance sheet. In balance sheet we'll calculate. Then this depreciation amount we are transferring in a P&L account. P&L account. Then these entries, bad debts, we already calculated here in a P&L account. Then after calculating, after we got a net profit, after getting a net profit, we will transfer this amount to the partners, equally distributed to the partners. Then that net profit amount will transfer in a capital account in balance sheet. So in a capital account, their opening stock and how much they withdraw money and how much they got the profit, we are adding in a capital account. Then some of what are the losses are coming? Wages, royalties, bank overdraft, securities. These loans, what are the loans are coming that we are entering in the liability side. So this is how we need to calculate trading account, P&L account and balance sheet.